This is my book haul for the month of February. It's not that big, actually. It's only 9 books, but it's one that I have looked forward to in the sense that I had been expecting these books for a few weeks now. Well, at least some of them, but I will save those for last. I'll start with this one. This is a Belgian book, actually, of a Belgian writer. It's called Elfin Blow, and it's the first book of a quadrilogy. It's actually a children's book, not really. I think it's more for children aged, let's say 9 to 13, maybe even a bit younger, let's say 7 to 12. In that it's something like Narnia. It's about this boy who lives with his uncle. He gets some fighting lessons and fencing lessons and doesn't know why. But he finds he only has this amulet left from his parents and he doesn't know them. He meets this little creature, something, it's elf-like, and he gets hunted after finding that little creature by some metal horseman, something like that. I haven't read the book, I've just read the synopsis, and my girlfriend thought it would be great for us to keep this for later, because it might be a great entry point next to, of course, Harry Potter and stuff like that. But the kid actually gets transported to another world where it seems that he's the prophesied prince. So it is kind of like Narnia, this transported portal world, but with 1 instead of 4 kids. Next up, one of the read-alongs I'll be doing this month, Brave New World. This is, of course, a classic. This is a book that I have bought at some second-hand store. This was actually, it's very small, but you might be able to read it. De Morgenbibliotheek, de Verboden Boeken, which is something translated as the Forbidden Books. And the Morgenbibliotheek, this means that it was from this series that was brought out alongside this newspaper. And they have an entire series. I think Lolita was part of one of them too. But you know, this is Brave New World. I don't think I have to say a lot about this one, because it's a classic, you know, about utopia, but you know, not really being an actual utopia. Next up is another classic, The Time Machine by H.G. Wells. This is a very small book. I was actually quite astonished that a classic like this would be so small and short. But you know, it's about a time machine, sci-fi classic. Treasure Island is the next one. This is from the same series as well as Treasure Island, you can probably tell by the cover. It's by Stevenson, the same one that wrote Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I do have this book in another version, in that this is the actual translation, and the version I already have is more of a, I don't know the exact word, or I can't think of an exact word, but it's more of a translation that's aimed more at children. So it's the same book and the same story essentially, but it's more written for children. So yeah, I wanted to have this version because it might be something very different. I'll probably read them both just to have this different point of view, but that's for later. Next up is another classic by George Orwell. This is Dierenboerderij, which is as you might tell by the cover, the translation of Animal Farm. You know, the political satire stuff. I think, yeah, he moved the Russian Revolution to the gentleman's farm, a farm at the English countryside, and I'll just translate this one on the go here. Yeah, the pigs are trying to get rid of the farmer called Johnson, together with the other animals, but the pigs are trying to take over power, stuff like that. And apparently he describes here in this book that how idealism gets corrupted by, of course, corruption in itself, by abuse of power and lies and stuff like that. So yeah, it's a powerful charge to the communist dictatorship. It was something that I have been thinking about reading for a long time. I don't know when I'll read this, but this will probably be a short read. I think, yeah, it's not even 130 pages, so yeah, no, not even that. The last page is page 102. So yeah, I might read this just as a palate cleanser between other books, but this does sound great. But what I am most excited for, or have been excited for a few weeks now, is John Gwynne. And I have actually gotten all of his books, all of the first, the what's Faithful and the Fallen. So we have Malice, Wrath, the second one, I think it's in this order, and then Ruin. But what I did not notice while I was ordering them is the size. These are all the UK covers, mass market paperbacks, and this is the US version, and I had no idea because I was not paying attention. And just look at the size difference. Every time I put them on my bookshelf and I just see this difference in size, it bugs me. I think I might even change this one out, sell this one online, and then find the other book. But I have read heard so many good things about this that I am really excited to start this one. Probably somewhere in April, but I'll see this after. It depends on how much and how fast I can read, because I have a lot of stuff planned. But being so big here, Wrath, has actually caused me to forget a little book because it was hiding it from my sight. And it's actually this one, The Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller. It's a little project of mine because I'm planning to read both the Iliad in the Robert Fagles translation and Stephen Fry's Troy, for having older and modern male perspectives of the Trojan War, the Troy saga. And on the other hand, I also will be having this modern female perspective and this older female perspective as well, because there's Firebrand by Marion Zimmer Bradley that I will be reading as well. Somewhere this year, I don't know when or how or why. But I am really enjoying the idea of it. I don't know if I'll be enjoying the reading itself, because I've already read Iliad and I actually liked it, but it was heavy. It's a hard book, being poetry and all that. But yeah, I'll make that video somewhere this year. I don't know why. I was very excited for this, even though there are some stuff that make me hesitant to read it, because when I see sexy or rugged or sexuality or any combination of that on the cover, I tend to avoid the books. But considering I've heard so many praise or so much praise for this book, I'm actually looking forward to reading this. I don't know why. It gives me this healthy curiosity, I think, to read it. But yeah, that was it, I think, for now. It was a small haul, only 9 books? Yeah, 10 books. Okay, yeah, it was a medium haul. 10 books for this month. We'll see each other next month for the next haul. Mission accomplished, guys. See you then. Bye bye.